Hey all, and Happy New Year to you all. I'm back in this room, taking some time away from Sydney with the family, and trying to have a good time. But wanting to do a new song. It's been ages. It's been since last year. So this song's called Mary. My daughter Anouk told me about this song. Mary by Andy G. And I don't know much more about that except how to play it. And we're going to start with this here chord, right? So open E, the middle finger on the 7th of the A, which is also an E. Yep, then first finger on the 5th of the D, which is a G. So this is a little bit tricky, right? Some finger stretching. Then we've got our third finger on the 7th fret of the G string, which is a D. And the little finger's underneath that on the B, also on the 7th. I'm doing lots of wobblies. It's not needed, it's just something that after you play for a while, it just comes out. So there's some overdub guitars here. There's there's that weird sort of and noises all happening together. But I'm just going to do just a one guitar version of it, alright? So we're going to do it. Open E, do that, and then just with these two fingers, the third finger and the pinky, bend up, and then backward pick from the D string back to the A string. Yep. Then take this shape and move it all at once. So now this finger goes up to the 7th fret on the E string, which is a B. This goes up to the 5th on the A, which is a D. And then this is on the 7th fret of the D, which is an A. Right, and you pick through that. Then once you've picked the 7 on the D, slide it up to 9. And then this finger goes back to the 7th on the A, and middle finger 8 on the E. So far so good. Now we're going to go down here to moving either I move my computer or I move myself. I'm going to move myself. There you go. Now it's like the top two notes of a G chord. You don't need to complete the G chord, so we just got the third on the E and the first on the second on the A. So it's G, E, F, F sharp G, A sharp B, and then the open D. So my picking is just down. Yeah, none of those, it looks like they're down, but they're not. So what do I do? Cut them off, pretend they're not there. Yep, then open A. Keep that 2 there, where it was. And then 4 on the D, which is an F sharp, so from the start. You do that bit twice, just like I did it twice then. Sometimes my little finger just takes over, so don't be so fussed about whatever's comfortable. You know, if you're not used to playing with your little finger, use that finger. Gee, that sounded nice, right? Huh? My fingers keep slipping off. I think it's because it's warm out here. I've been at the beach. I've got salty fingers. We're going to go up all the way back up here to it's a middle finger on the 10th on the A, which is a G. First finger on the 9th of the D, which is a B, and then third finger on the 11th of the G, which is an F sharp. I'm going to use this thumb to mute that string. Although it sounds okay if that rings out, but so it's that shape. Then we're going to keep that formation, but move it up and then down 2. So now we're on 8th, the C on the E, the 7th on the A, which is an E, and the 9th on the D, which is a B. Right, so, and the rhythms. Now he slides up too, so just imagine you're there. That's where you want to end up, right? But if you take that back 2 frets to 8, 7, and 9, so you strum it, but immediately go into that. And if you don't want to do that, if that's just like, you know, a bridge too far, works just fine. It's one of those more advanced things. When you get, look, after you played this for a while, you'll just start going. Yeah, so you don't need to stress about that too much now. You just like, they're the notes. So back to the top. And there you have the verse of Mary. Mary's verse. Now we're going into like a little bit that comes before the chorus. There's lots of different things. So we just call that's that first part, section A, right? And if you know the song, you listen to the song, hopefully you recognize that bit. Then we go into a more of a chord section, and the key to this is they're regular chords, but a lot of the first hits on the bass strings, and then the second hits are coming up from the bottom strings. So case in point, a G major, right? So we've got a bar on the 3rd, 5 on the A, 5 on the D, 4 on the G. That bar completes. So if what I was saying, like if you hit that, yeah, start. Then we're going to move up to the 5th fret, but down to an A shape. So we're leaving out the E string. We're going to do a bar on the 5th fret, starting on that 5th on the A, then the 7th on the D, 7th on the G, 6 on the B, and then the bar is the bottom. And do the same thing. So. Then stay on the 5th fret, but move it up to a one with the root note on the A, and it's going to be an A minor. So it's bar on the 5th, 7 on the A, 7 on the D, and then the bar is going to complete those notes, so we don't have the middle finger down. Not major, minor. Right? And move this all up to the 8th fret, so bar on the 8th fret and make it a major again. So it's 8, 10, 10, and then 9 on the G, putting that middle finger back down. Right, section B. Then we go into a section B part 2, which we're just going to call section C, okay? So we're going to move that back down to that like a D minor shape, but up on the 7th fret, so it's E minor. So bar on the 7th, 7, 9 on the D, 9 on the G, 8 on the B, and the bar completes that. E minor. That's it. and that's not so much of a down up thing there, it's just two downs. Then we're going to go back up to the B minor. Well, when I say back, I should say we haven't done the B minor yet. That was a C major. So it's an E minor, but we're going to go up to the 7th fret with the lowest note on the E, the B, 7th fret. 7, 9, 9, and then that bar completes 7s, so no middle finger. So E minor, and then down to that A minor, which we played before in that. So same shape. And a slightly different rhythm there, but you can pick that up from listening to the song. So it's a... And then we're going to go back up to the B, but chromatically. So we're going to use this finger to go 5, 6, 7, back to that B minor. Yep. So let's go to the top, shall we? And we change again. This time it's one of that E minor shapes. D minor is there because that's D, A sharp B, C, C sharp D, up to the E minor, D, D sharp D, F, F sharp minor. So now we've got the bar starting on the A string on the 9th fret, then 11 on the D, 11 on the G, 10 on the B. And we're going to go from there back to the B minor on the 7th fret. So we're back to using the E string as the bass note. So we've come over that. I guess we get to, so how many bits we've done? We've done section A, section B, section C, section D, and now I guess this is the chorus. So we're going to move up again. So now we're going to go up to the 10th fret, barring from the A string, leaving out the E. And we're not going to do a full minor. We're going to have this finger up. So it's going to be bar on the 10th, then 12 on the D, 12 on the G, then the rest is open. Then we're going to move up to the E string and play a D chord. So we've got bar on the 10th still, then 10, 12, 12, 11. Then we're going to go down to the 5th fret, but instead of making it a minor with that finger up, it's going to be a major this time. So I have no idea what key this it sort of jumps around. Maybe it's probably in an E minor, but it doesn't really matter. And then back up to that C major on the 8, 10, 10, 9. Yeah? So we've got 10, bar on the 10th, 12 on the D and 12 on the G. Bar on the 10th still, but moving up to the E string. In a major shape, so 10, 12, 12, 11. Major shape down to the 5th, so it's that same shape. Then that same shape move up to the 8th. So good, complicated, but again, like, listen to the song. That's going to give you the cues to change. So just, but we've done this all in sections, and the sections then get mixed up. Sometimes he plays one bit a little bit longer, sometimes he goes back before you expect it. Kooky arrangement, right? So it's not just like verse, chorus, bit after the chorus, verse, chorus, bit after the chorus, middle, late, intro. It's not like that, right? So it jumps around, but it's a lot of fun. Now that I've shown you the chords, it's a lot of fun to listen to the song and then work out those bits yourself. And take your time. Remember to have fun. There is one other section with like a super kooky chord, and it's probably the bridge, the second bridge, the altar bridge. And the chord it's like a 6 on the E. I'm going to play with the middle finger because we need all our fingers here. So it's going to be 6. I'm going to use that skin off there to mute the A string, then do a 6 on the D, then a 5 on the G, and the little finger's up on the 8 on the B, which can also go down to the E too. So and that's A sharp, G sharp, C, G. Don't know what it's called. It's like a sharp 90, 80, subtracty thingy. And he alternates between that chord and the E minor, which we've done before, which is the bar on the 7th fret. 7, 9, 9, 8. That's fun to practice that chord change. Little tip, when you go back to that chord, buy yourself some time by hitting the bass note first. Right, so you get what I mean? Hopefully. If you don't, leave a comment and ask me. Fun song. There's some guitar solo bits that go over that bit. And that's just, I think it's sliding up from 3 to 5 on the B, but letting the E string ring out, and then doing that same kind of thing but leaving the B string ringing out and playing the 3rd on the G and bending it. But I can't do that at the same time. And that is a funny note to end the lesson on. So, any questions? Leave a comment. Good to see you all. Happy New Year. And let me know if there's any other songs you want. Cheers. Have fun, remember? Just that will be stop.